Okay, greetings. Good evening. We're just hanging out, playing some Galactic Civilizations 4. So this is the 4X space game by Stardock. Um, sort of they've been around quite a while. Make the makers of one of my favorite fantasy 4X games, Fallen Enchantress Legendary Heroes. So that game was a little janky and a little bit futzy, but really, I don't know, just something about that game just just wins. And I think I still like it better than a lot of other of those Fantasy 4X. Probably even better than the new Master of Magic a little bit, and probably even better than the Age of Wonders 4, both of which are very solid games. Do I like Galactic Civilizations better than, say, Stellaris? Well, probably not. But I like it. I mean, we'll see where we end up on this. But I did play a little bit of early access previously, and I think this is the winner of the turn-based 4X. Um, So we'll see. So we have, of course, all the species to play. I'm just going to play human. That's an easy start for me. At least I vaguely understand what we're going for. And you'll see that we are Voyagers, which gives us better ship moves and sensors. Inspired, additional leader available. Colony ship, we begin with colony ship and a probe and a flagship. Which most species start with a flagship and a colony ship. And our cultural focus. Oof, geez. I'm drinking Scotch tonight, Monkey Shoulder. Again, Scotch is. I started my unfortunate liquor journey with Scotch, and decided to switch to bourbon because Scotch was too expensive. But this is a blended Scotch. It's not super expensive. It is pretty tasty, actually. So enjoying that as we play and chat. So we're going to be the human Terran Alliance. There are actually other Terrans down here somewhere. We have the Terran Resistance, and they get different abilities, but we are going to be the Terran Alliance. So I think that's where we're at. Let's do it. And so you'll see we can actually adjust stuff here. You'll have to excuse my face down in the bottom right. We're going to be blocking a little bit of the important parts of the screen, but I think once we get to the game, it won't be as big a deal. We're not going to switch any of these. We are explorers, which gives us bonuses to ship and sensor range, productive, so manufacturing, and likable. You know, like us. We're going to do I like a medium-sized galaxy. I mean, large, probably. I'm going to say large. Maybe it's too much. I definitely have enough memory and CPU cores to do the big stuff, but let's keep it relatively small. Everything mostly normal here. Number of sectors will be 1, so everybody will be jammed into the same galaxy. It will divide it up into sort of mini galaxies that have to warp together. But we're gonna just do that. And you can see we have opponents, 4 of 7. And I'm gonna say, nah, let's jam everything up here. 7 of 7. We're gonna have way too much going on. I hope that's not too clunky. We'll see. We'll see in a bit. We'll see how bad it is as we go. Oh, that is freaking loud in my ears. All right. So here we are. It is on a hex map. I always turn that on because it's nice to see what the hell's going on. So here's our hex map. You'll see a representation of the solar system here. The worlds that we have to actually pay attention to are the ones that are not dead. So you'll see. So if we zoom out, you can tell pretty easily. The hollow ones are dead. These ones are not dead. So you'll see a class 3 and a class 2 planet. And we can get to those fairly quickly. What we have is a colony ship. Where is that? That is the colony ship, is the Endeavor. We have a little probe, which we can send out. And it vaguely smells. Ooh, I have no idea where we are. Okay, so we are close to the galactic core. Seems like. Maybe not. I don't actually know. That's a good question. Let's So we're going to send our probe out first. Sorry, I'm zooming in and out like a nutbag. Okay, so we're going to send our probe out first, and we're going to send him this way. So there he goes, and he'll take a couple turns to get there, and he opens up the fog of war. And then you see artifacts, space junk, and so on. And that's where this guy comes in. This is our flagship. Our flagship is going to go and search all these different little widgets. So let's go scout that out, and then we are going to immediately run to colonize Mars. Jeez. Gee, that is almost annoying. I don't know how much I like sound in my... I'm going to turn that down the tiniest bit. Okay. Okay, we need to research. You'll see we get some technologies that we have some advantages on, so we're going to get cheaper costs for these. They all do some crap, right? They all unlock something else. Planetary generators, max enacted policies, research districts, and Xeno, and they all lead to stuff. So the tech tree is rather, I don't know what you want to say, extensive, right? And you have different trees based on warfare, governance, engineering, etc. I'm not going to think too much about it. We're going to go with colonial policies. That's the cheap one. And now we're going to build ships in the shipyard. And I think typically at the beginning, getting an extra colony ship out the door is a good way to go. Finally, we have our planet. Now this is a, what do you want to call it? The planet management of GalCiv is a adjacency, tile-based adjacency bonus system. You'll see down at the bottom left, the values we're producing: 4 manufacturing points, 3 research points, income, food, etc. And our goal is to manipulate these adjacency bonuses. So right here, you'll see manufacturing bonuses. So something manufacturing would be good there. So you'll see the industrial center. And so what we are going to do is I'm going to put my capital city here, I think, and then try to take advantage of these manufacturing bonuses there. Oof, geez, that's a lot of whizzing around. I said I don't love it. Let me turn that down a little bit. Okay. And now we hit next turn and let that go. So we have new tech, since that one only cost 1. And then we have Xeno industrialization, which gives us, leads to space elevators, unlock supply depot, and upgrade manufacturing. I think we're going to go with that one. Although asteroid mining is really good. We're going to do that one because it will give us the ability to mine. See these asteroid fields here? It'll give us the ability to mine those. Done. Okay, what do we got? We have policies. All right, so we have available policies here. So what do we got? We got brainstorming research +2, coerced colonization grows our colonies faster, but we will pay in approval. Where's approval? Don't know. I have no freaking idea where our approval is. Where is our approval? Oh, it's on the planets themselves. I think if people are pissed, there it is, 61%. So that's in the green at the moment. That will obviously change as things go. So we got a couple things going. Idle, we have planetary generator. good. Industrial center. Let's put the planetary generator here. Sure. Because this gives us 2 levels. So as you work up adjacency bonuses and so on, you're getting like level up. You're getting more bonus bang for your buck. So we'll put that there. That'll take a while to build. Let's do the policy slot again. Fast exploration, don't like it because it reduces the hit points of all your ships for more movement. Land exploitation, gross income for pollution. Heart of the Empire is homeworld, gets influence and gross income. Let's do brainstorming first. Get that research out the door. We're going to colonize Mars. And you get 3 options. When you colonize, you tend to get a bunch of options. Each one of these has something cool to it. We could either gain a leader. I think we're going to gain a leader. And we can go to leaders. So here are our leaders. These are recruitable leaders. They cost us money. We have 1,500 to start, so we actually have a lot to start. Leaders have stats. What is it? Intellect, social, diligence, and resolve. All of them manage different widgets, different bits, right? So her resolve makes her a good ship commander, but her social makes her good at being governor, effectively. So, and there's all these different slots that you can put these folks in. Currently, D.L. Bradley is the leader, and he's the governor of Earth. What's up, Blast Pop? How are you, man? Good to see you. So, let's see here. She would be a terrible man. Both of these people are terrible tech ministers. She would be vaguely okay. That is a great question. I like Gal Civ 4. I liked 3 enough. I think 4 is a tiny bit. There's just more to it. I do enjoy it. I don't know if it's everyone's cup of tea. I think where it falls a little bit apart a little bit for me is once you get so much, it really has the same problem of like, the civs and the master magics and so on. Is there is a lot of micro as you get bigger and bigger and bigger. So there's a little bit of that going on, and you'll have 20 ships all over the place doing all kinds of stuff. But I think it's a little less than some other games that you deal with. So I don't have any ships that I can build yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make her Minister of Colonization. So she's going to increase the happiness of all my colonies. Good enough. Wow. And you suck, sir. So let's look at the other leaders we have. Do we have anyone? So this dude here, Alex, would be decent as a minister of. So we'll recruit him, make him a minister of exploration. So he gives us some movement. There's a lot of systems, and they all play together. And I always I like Stardock games generally. I liked Fallen Enchantress, which was sort of a mixed bag for some people, but I thought it's one of my favorite Fantasy 4X games. But I do always feel with Stardock games, they're not lovingly designed and streamlined to a point. They're more a bunch of systems thrown together that interact, and it mostly works. Because you have all those systems. So I sort of like that as I know that some other folks, are don't. They want a game that is slightly more, what do you want to say? And I don't know. I'm sure they actually put a lot of work into designing it, so I'm sort of dissing people, and I feel bad. But that's sort of how I sort of characterize their games as sort of slammed together, but in a usually pleasing result. So we are checking out this anomaly here. Mars is ours. So you see we have a little influence. Really? Gal Civ 3 stopped working? Huh. You know, when I had the original, I bought the original Gal Civ because I had an old copy of OS2 Warp from a job sitting on a shelf. And so I took an old computer, installed OS2 Warp on it, and then installed Gal Civ because that's the OS that it ran on. And then that's the one computer. It had one game and one thing I did on. I played Gal Civ on that machine. That's what I did. Um, so I have a weird nostalgic soft spot, I think. So maybe that's the problem. All right. So what has the probe found? Nothing really yet. Let's redirect that guy to the next star system. Blah blah blah. I don't really care, frankly, for the tutorial. So what he's telling me is that I have executive orders. So these are just things that I can execute, like special powers. And you lose approval, and you have this control stat, which effectively is your, it's your mana, special power mana. Um, so, for instance, and I don't necessarily want to do this yet. If we found a really cool planet, then I would just draft colonists. That cost me 33 control. It has a cooldown of 8 turns, and my approval would drop, but I would instantly get a colony ship, and that is usually worth that cost. So, one thing, Blast Pop, to keep in mind that I don't love is this game very much, in my opinion, is a land rush game. I mean, almost all 4Xs are, but this does not escape that, where, you know, unless you're deliberately playing tall. So here you go. As a for instance, McConnell 1, as actually a shitty planet, by the way. Class 1, poor. Class 1 means if we made it a main colony, it would have literally 1 hex. So we're not going to super worry about that. But we should probably still colonize it because you do not have to put governors on these planets. You can just let them feed resources to your main planet. So we do. I clicked the button. Damn it. So our anomaly, we found a space-based landfill. Space-based landfill. There might be some things of value here, mostly junk, dangerous junk at that. We can look at the artifact. Let's take a quick look at the artifact there also. Oh, and there you go. There's the event. Right. So a lot of these anomalies either give you a thing or you go to an event. So here's the event. So we find this landfill, and we have the option of doing it or not doing it. In this case, we're going to do it. Our patience is rewarded, and we get some of these special resources. Okay, there you go. That was easy. Sordak did a video the other day showing how you can go tall in this game. It wasn't very convincing. I mean, I don't know because I have not tried. Having said that, simple fact of the matter is, like a lot of these games, here's your cities. You have these sort of minor cities which feed in, or you can put a governor on these and they will become essentially major cities. And the idea is you take the major cities, you build up all these tiles, and you do it. But the more of these you have, the better. I think to build tall, you would have to have a very specific planet. Now, I will say, I will give them this. Because Mars, so you'll see Mars is producing two mechanical resources in industry. I'm sorry. And I don't know what the hell the flag is. What is the darn flaggy thing? Probably influence, right? Influence, yeah. So it's producing 2 and 2. And I don't have to manage this at all. It's just doing it. I have to put a governor here, and that will turn it into a major planet, and then I have to manage it. So they do have one thing going for them, and that is I could make a central planet and just let everything flow into it and not have to manage only the choicest planets. Do I actually have to manage? So I do appreciate that mechanic a lot. Having said that, if I don't take this, someone else is going to take it anyway, and they're going to be, sitting here, and then ultimately, of course, they'll be able to up this planet and so on. So I do probably need to consider taking that planet also, even though it is subpar, right? So we did do asteroid mining. We got a new tech coming up, and I think we'll do Xeno manufacturing now for the ultimate industry. So what does that give us? So the asteroid mining gives us 2 asteroid miners, duh. Um, and we're just gonna pop them here. One goes there, mines that, and one's gonna go right there and mine that. And that's gonna give me more resources pouring into Earth. And we can, of course, now build asteroid miners for all these different asteroid fields. Where are we at? We're building a colony ship. We have a couple more turns left. We have an idle ship, our probe. Looks like we have we met someone. You see their border. We're going to go up here. And cutting off your enemies is vaguely important. Now, we don't have any, we don't know how to speak with these guys. We'll have to research universal translators. So, back to our core world. Capital mainframe is research, and you'll see that we have research here, research here. So this is not bad to put like some, and this is not bad. So we actually, Earth probably is going to end up a researchy planet, is my guess, because there's so many research bonuses, but there's also wealth. But we're going to start with industry. So I'm going to put industry here to catch the adjacency bonuses. And we're going to stick with that and be done there for the time being. Nope. Not right now, please. And so you'll see now these guys are all giving me 0.1 more industrial yield. So Earth is now generating 9 manufacturing, whereas a few turns ago it was only generating 6. Colony ship is built. We're going to take all these guys. They each have little widgets. We're going to put one guy on there, disembark the ship, and we're going to settle Artemis. And I am not going to use my power. So what I'm annoyed about, I'm sort of annoyed because I need to go look at these now. My probe is all over the place. So let me, my shipyard is idle. Let me build another probe. And then, and then another colony ship. And we have an event. Oh, and the event is, how do you want to do the universal translator? We're going to pay a private company to do the work. It's going to give us 10 months. It's going to cost us $600, which is a not inconsiderable amount of money. It is half of our money, about. But that way we don't have to stop research to do that. So, oh, and there's our discovery ship there. And we have, I think, and I would argue this is a little bit of a wonky interface there. So when we upgrade, each ship has different things they can upgrade. We can either give it some hit points, a command bridge for faster movement, or more sensor range. Either the command bridge or the sensor range is going to do us well. Let's do command bridge. And the reason we do that is because there are a lot of pieces of space junk out here that we need to touch. And we need to get there faster. So movement's going to help us. A character Hey, those of us with glasses feel you there. So we get a TAS Discovery Survey report. Our flagship detects unusual energy. So that was every anomaly. I'm sort of a weird turn behind because because I don't pay attention when it's giving me the little event widgets as they come up. So I move the ship and then the event pops up. So that's my fault. So we get +5 manufacturing for 15 months. That's good stuff. So 15 turns, we're going to be manufacturing the heck out of it. Oh, please. I'm drinking scotch tonight. So gin and tonic used to be my go-to. Um, at some point, I went on a keto diet, and tonic water is hideously sugary. You wouldn't think it because it's so bitter, right? So I stopped drinking gin, and sugarless tonic is bullshit. Like that's not a thing. That is the grossest thing I've ever tasted. So I switched to bourbon. I switched to scotch and then bourbon. So that's where I'm at. Um, Notice nowhere did I consider stopping drinking. Nowhere. That wasn't what? um, how dare you? So we got another event here. Abandoned device. We have come across an ancient terraforming device near Earth. Upon activating, it tells us there was once a great war between the crafters and a powerful enemy. The device was left to help protect future civilizations from predation in the event they lost. So we can improve the world's biome. So each of these, so we'll talk about our cultural awarenesses here in a moment. What I like about, I say about Blast, but what I like about this game is there's about 6 or 7, 8 different systems that sort of interplay together. And I do like that, right? So there's a lot of variation in all the things you can go for. Um, I but I've not yet. I've only played a few of these all the way through, so I'm not super sure about how it plays in the end game, kind of right. So what are our options here? We can either do +1 farming and pacifism, progressivism and minerals, or egalitarianism and wealth. Let's do minerals and progressivism. There you go. So we got a couple things going on. First off, leaders. We do have the lame Amare here, who we could utilize. We don't have anywhere really to use Minister of Technology. He would suck at that. Uh, we can't do commanders because these ships are all locked behind techs. These are cool because you could literally, so when you place this guy as a commander, you get that ship and they're all unique for every different group. So that's sort of cool. So I don't know if I care. Um, Minister of Tech. Do we have anyone who would be good at that? She would for 200 and some bucks. She would be fine. Okay, that's weird. I don't even know what that's about. But we're going to take Danielle, and then we're going to make her Minister of Tech, and she's going to produce +1 and 7% bonus across our empire. So there you go. We are going to check out the cultural progression here. And so you'll see that you gain these points, these cultural progression points. I have 8 of them. And then based on, now I'm human, and humans are good at individualism. So they get a discount on all these. But you could go into any of these trees, but the only one that I have enough points to spend right now is individualism. So I could buy independence. What that does is it gives -15% decay from colonies, which means as your colonies are far away. So we're talking about that building tall concept, and I could just build a bunch of colonies around Earth. They would all feed into Earth, but their distance is going to reduce the amount of stuff they give to Earth. The decay, this would reduce that by 15%, and then lead me to things like self-determinism, private property rights, and so on. Do we lean into it? Yeah, I say we lean into individualism. We don't get many bonuses for the rest of these, and you get them based on the events and so on that you get. But humans have individualism as their sort of core tenet, so we're going to buy independence here and start there. And we need 14 points for determinism or private property rights. So Now, I don't know that that actually upped anything here, but you notice the decay score is on that little widget. It's 4% based on that. So let's get, so Artemis, what do we got here? Artemis is inhospitable. Cold, barren, limited atmosphere and gravity. Still, our colonies deployed. Colonists quickly set to turning this minor planet into a new home. Yay! One corporation is very interested in Artemis and offers a generous fee if we allow them exclusive rights. So we could do that for $500. We could instead make it a monument to our success and give +10 approval and +3 cultural significance to something. I have no idea what that is. Or achieve, and that's +10 culture points, which would give me a big jump on the culture points. I am going, we have not pushed wealth. Let's get the treasury because we're going to need leaders in the future here anyway. We still only have one planet surveyed that has anything going for it, which is a little bit depressing, but man, I am going, and there you go. We could print money, which is -10 approval, but 500 treasury. God, I'm going to pop the damn ship, which, like I said, costs me control and it costs me approval across the board. So we're going to go that direction, I think. Or the other thing we could do, is we could use this colony ship as sort of a ghetto explorer, and literally just send her along, and maybe it finds a planet there to hit. And here's the Independence, and the Independence is the ship that spawned because we got individualism, and this is a prototype ship. And can we put someone in this ship or not? I wonder. No. That's not one of the Uber uniques or whatever. That is just a mini prototype, I think. I don't know. Can we do a thing? No idea. So I have no idea why there's a human there. Like, or what the... Is that just... Do I just get a random human? Can I pull that random human out and cause them to do something else? I'm not really sure. So I'm going to sit on that for now. And I am going to send that ship out also to scout this planet. And we're just going to, as best we can, get as much scouting done quickly as possible. And then we get, the wacky news thing that you get when you played Master of Orion. We got Xeno-industrialization done, so that's cool. What do we got here? Armed shuttle, so we get 2 warships for that, and of course it opens up the warships. Space elevators give us more manufacturing, of course. I think we're going for manufacturing first. I'm always for manufacturing first. So you'll see this is level 5. So this industrial center is level 5 because it gets bonuses from both these guys and the space it's on. And so it's producing a 14% boost in manufacturing in addition to its +1. So let's hit up research. What is this doing here? Per level gives us a +3 bonus, and it gives us an adjacency bonus to research. And the key thing here to keep in mind is to be careful, because your initial thought is gonna be, well, I should put this onto this because this is +3 to research. What that's going to do is it's going to give you +3 levels to research, I believe. And that's going to level this thing up to level 4. But the thing is you want to, as best as you, so what I'm actually going to put it here, which you think, well, that's wasteful. because you're missing the manufacturing. But what I'm going to do is put research on all 3 of these. And so this will give adjacency bonuses of +3 to these 3 spaces. So I think here is actually a better overall deal. Even though we're losing a little bit of manufacturing, we're going to gain a bunch of research by hitting this guy, and this guy with research buildings. I like the tile minigame. I think it's pretty cool. And we can't speak to them either. Where the hell are they? Yep, we just met those guys as well. We will get there in a minute. So that is a level 14 planet. So that would be great, but we do not have the ability to colonize that just yet. So that's our, oh, shit. Oh, God. Okay. Ooh, okay. Damn it. I am not going to be able to reach that, am I? So if we go here, you'll see the limit of my reaching ships based on what I already have colonized or bases. And so I would love to steal this planet effectively. That would be the play, right? But my colony ship is never going to reach that this quickly. So I'm going to send the colony ship to this other planet, and constructors could build bases, and that's what would make that okay. So what do we got here? So we can now build, what is this? The supply depot. And the supply depot is going to give us +2 to manufacturing and military. So I don't know where I want to build this, because it is strangely enough not a manufacturing building. It does give 10% base effect, but you'll notice the level is approval. So I'm not going to get what I'm not going to get what I think I'm going to get there. I'm going to put this. Should I even build this, or should I just wait? I'm going to build it, but build it here. All right. We do have an idle ship somewhere. What is this guy? This is my other probe. Okay. So let's see what our other probe. We're going to go for the other probe this direction. There's my other my yeah, darn it. Okay. Where are So your flagship comes across a cargo container. The container's filled with valuable goods, and so we get a bonus there. But this guy is now idle. Where should we be sending him? Good question. We're looking for more widgets, right? So I suppose I'm going to send him that direction, getting these guys here, these widgets there. Another colony just popped. Colony ship. We got space elevators. We're going to also do research districts. I think that's a good thing to do. And now we have our colonies. Going to go in that direction and just we'll maybe build a colony here and then try to swipe that effectively. We should have an idle shipyard here coming up. And we don't have anything we can build on the planet, so we're just going to build money. We're just going to print the money there. And so we have an idle shipyard. Let's build a constructor so that we can build bases. And the bases will extend our influence beyond our planetary colonies. So you research. Oh, that's a good planet too. Oh, wow. Okay, level 22. Ugh, geez. Okay. Well, we actually have two, a class 2, a poor planet, and a level 22 planet. So we really, uh, I love, well, I mean, this planet is better and we can get it, whereas this other one we really cannot get, I don't think. So we're going to divert you. You're going to still go out to McConnell here. There you go. And that's the plan now. So everybody moves. We have an idle ship or two. There's another one. So you'll see there's a lot of these little garbage planets, but collecting these garbage planets is not a bad idea either, right? And we still can't speak. I thought we had we got research districts done. Do we have Universal Translator done? Yeah, it's slowly going down. Let's do armed shuttles. And I'm setting this guy to, can we set him to auto explore? Yeah. Because I'm tired of the micro of moving that guy around. So yeah, see, they took that planet already. So this guy paid off. He found some really nice planets outside the range. So again, we need to build up our range here. The probes don't have any limit to their range. They can just go forever. And we will send you to a more directed armed shuttle. Choose new tech. Oop, geez, I keep. And so now we have space weapons, and that gives us slightly better weaponry on there. Subspace scanning, ship range and sensor. So we'll take that because we want better range for our ships. And you'll notice we got 2 warships. Now, right now, it does not super matter, but where we're going to send these guys is also to McConnell. And I'm going to make, and once we put those 2 ships together, they will form a fleet, and we will now move them together until we move, until we explicitly separate them. So we're going to colonize Formosa, and Formosa has an event. Once the home of a fairly advanced alien species that created some extremely long-lasting subsentient AI systems. Something you've done has triggered, so ChatGPT. We've triggered the defense protocols. Now, anyone who ventures outside the colony is risk of attack. So what do? Thin out the robots. Give us some clever programming. And these are actually little mini skill checks. So technology check based on our level of technology, 43% chance of success. Make the robots, killing robots, a sport and invite others to play. So each of these is going to either, so you'll notice it pushes our different cultural awareness categories. I'm going to say thin out the robots. And then we have an event. The corporation developed Universal Translator, but they're having a setback. They have a prototype which works, but it's biased to use translations with the most negative connotation possible. Our diplomats warn this will surely cause us embarrassment if it doesn't start a war. The corporation is confident. Oh, you guys. Yeah, we'll give them more time to work on the project, you putzes. Sure, let private industry do it. Yeah, it's a great idea. So I do like zooming out because it gives us a view on like the habitable planets that's way quicker than hovering over all of them. Any gray dot is a habitable planet. So we got Formosa, you'll see. Formosa 2 could be settled, and that would be a colony, probably, and so on. So let's Let's do a couple things here. So first thing is we're going to get a leader. He is. I'm actually going to make him a governor because he's super cheap, and he does increase the population capacity. So now what you'll notice is as soon as we made him governor, Formosa is now a main planet. I think that's a great mechanic. So you can actually choose, I care about this planet, I don't care about this planet, by putting a governor on it. And then it will generate a tile map for you. So we got research, we got pop, the core world capital. There's a little bit of a wealth cluster up here that might be good. And a research, a little bit of a research action down here, which is pretty good. The only, I think we're going to, so this will generate +2 research. This is +3 research. This is +3 research. I think we're gonna, not a lot of manufacturing. So we're going to be hurting for manufacturing a little bit. Let's put the capital here. Let's put a planetary generator there. That'll build in 7 turns. That'll get us kick-started a little bit on our manufacturing. And let's, what is our approvals? 56%, 60%. Not great, not terrible. Let's do a planetary decree, and we're going to push more colonists, and we're going to push those colonists down to Formosa. And we'll give this guy a little heads up with his very own colony there. So we're gonna kick you to exploring. You clear the fog of war, and we don't have to deal with those guys again. So and we have well, I say we put another constructor out the door. We have an event. A biographer is a biographer is interviewing you so he can write a book about your rise to power. What motivated you to leave the drive from your homeworld into the unknown reaches of space? We've achieved greatness. Now it's our responsibility to share it with the galaxy. So that increases our pacifism. We could do progressivism, or we could do totalitarian. We're going to do progressivism. And we have a 7% discount there. We're still really looking to get 14 points, and then and we should keep in mind we have orbital upgrade slots for each of these based on your tech. So I should actually pay attention to this. So I don't know what Earth is hurting for right now. I think that's sort of my fault. Could use some approval. It only has 9 population slots, so we are 12% crime, which is just an outright reduction of everything. So that is something to consider there. We could do a where is it? We could do a prison, so that would take crime to 0. Atmospheric cleanser, pollution, sensor array. I don't think I care. Orbital market for wealth. So we have a bunch of extra bits there. Technology. So we could just up technology, which I think, or we could get more manufacturing too. I think more manufacturing, so we'll build that. And then down here, I say we go for growth. Done. We do have some ships that are sort of sitting, and this is our constructor. So what do we want to do here? So you'll see antimatter. So if we build a constructor, move a constructor out there, we can build a mine to get that antimatter. And much like in Civ, where certain things cost, iron or whatever, antimatter is one of those special resources that we need to manage. This is, what is this? This is our flagship. And we are out. So let's go here. Most colonized worlds, we are at least in the running there, so that's good. Subspace scanning. Let's get research, and that will allow us to start building research districts. And we're going to colonize McConnell. And that should expand our radius too, our range of the planets. So the ships. So yeah, you'll notice now we can colonize out further. So it's a little too late for this planet, unfortunately, but we can colonize. When we get relics, oh, there's a relic here. All right, so let's go that way. Everybody has a destination, so that's okay. Let's get you to McConnell. And there's actually no need to move them individually. If they have a destination, they'll auto move at the end of the turn. Come on, guys. Get moving. There you go. Okay. We have an event. We did succeed with the Universal Translator. Yay. Okay. So now I think we can do diplomacy. Where the hell is that? Civilization, leaders, cultural progression. Oh, we could buy self-determinism, which 3 leaders, or unlocks the entrepreneur and 1 orbital upgrade slot per planet. Okay. There's our diplomacy. So we can talk to these 3 guys. They are all neutral to us right now, and you'll see that they have little widgets, and it tells us, hey, we have the same values, but we have cultural differences. Our skill in diplomacy gives us a +1. These are the your singularity is the most unfriendly. They don't like anybody, by the way, typically. Let's see if we can we actually talk to these guys? Speak to? So we could give them, we can ask for financial help. We can publicly proclaim our friendship. These guys. So, I mean, and we can also trade with them, like literally give them things, they give us things, right? So they have some weapon systems. Maybe they want asteroid mining. They're almost. They're not quite there, huh? How about we give them the translator? Oof, that's a lot. How about they give us some cash? They would do that. They would give us weapon systems for asteroid mining and universal translator. We would get $60. Let's do that. What the heck? Would we like to increase? We hope. So there you go. So we're going to try to declare our friendship. So you see that gives a +1. So that might start moving them the right direction. Before we speak, stranger, I should tell you that my people will never be slaves again. Let us converse. If we find the Drengen, we will have our vengeance. We are obviously not Drengen. We got research. Um, we're gonna get space weapons in a couple turns. So they each have different types of attacks. Um, I'm gonna say we build a couple of these ships. We can design our ships. We're not gonna do that yet. Let's see what we got here. Profound connection to water. We wish to explore the depths of your oceans. I assure you, we are purely scientific. Our intentions are purely scientific. We value the autonomy and sentiments of our people. The seas remain ours alone. I say we stick with that. They are asking us for research districts, and they're going to give us space weapons and weapon systems. Oh, but they want money from us. Ugh, I don't like that. So we can either go for a 5% more value there, but there's on a cooldown. Let's persuade them. And so that, oh man, wait, did they need more now? Did we just lose? We must have failed that. How did that work? We're gonna cancel, and I'm gonna reject that this time. Open our borders? Nah, we're not gonna do it. Okay, well let's reject that. Let's be done. Okay, all good. So what do we got? We got a constructor. Oh, your singularity is that way. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Let's move a constructor down there. And we will do Formosa too and take it. That does suck because they're most likely to attack us, I think. We get some space weapons. We're going to get the starbase modules because it gives us 2 free constructors. Our prophecies foretold of this meeting, cousin. The mystery of our similar appearances will soon be unraveled. Sure. You can give us planetology, and we will give you research. Oh, that's way too good. Hold on. How about asteroid mining? Done. We'll take it. Accept. And we got our human buddies. Not acceptable. Okay, good. All right. So, we have met everybody in some fashion. You can sort of see the map shaping up, right? I'm here. Everybody's up here except the your collective down to the bottom right, it seems. So, what do we got here? So we got Formosa, economic advisor building this improvement. What is that improvement? The supply depot. Maybe here? Now we got some ships. Oh, that's yep. So we're just gonna orbit Earth with the military ship. We just need a little military. I don't want to be sort of caught off guard there. The only thing I don't love is I don't know who all these people are right now. Like I need to figure that out. So I have 19 points to spend. Now I could go with You can mix and match these. It's the same pool of points, of course. I'm going to take the 3 leaders. And we have 5 points left. The Galactic Bazaar. And this is all the different special resources. Oh, right. And I think these guys can also, because they're flagships, so they can also do anomalies. So I should utilize them to do that. We have an idle shipyard. And we'll build a colony ship. And you will also protect Earth. Our ship has come across a device that has been recording events on our homeworld for 300 years. We have no idea who this belongs to or where it came from, but we've been able to interface with it to get some of the recordings. If the public were to see the recordings, it would result in endless scandals. Are you nuts? We can't let these secrets out. So we get 25 research and nihilism, or our people deserve to know the truth. The scandals will make our history interesting, and it will bring in some cash. I'm going to take the research. That's going to give us Starbase modules, which is cool. And let's get the weapon systems to get that moving there. Who is this? This is our flagship. And this is our constructor here that we're... And this idle ship is what? Another constructor. Okay. So I want to go down here-ish just to build like either military star bases. I want to push that border a little bit. So we got weapon systems up, and we can make either interstellar cartography, which gives us faster ships, missile system, or xenobiology. And of course, we could buy one of these more expensive ones, of course, but we don't get a bonus. Hyperspace radio, though, is what we're actually going to go for. I don't love that interface because you always look at these ones and not the ones to the right, but that's my fault. We have nothing we really can produce here, right? We need more resources to build any of these special things. What do we want to build then? Let's just pop some money. Just get some money going. Event. The Torian regime cordially invites you to join our Deepwater Festival, a celebration of our amphibious heritage. Best swimmers. We'll send volunteers. Sure, no one will die. It'll be fine. Our territory contains disputed region rich in resources. Unfortunately, a rival political faction is also claiming it. We're open to negotiation, but we need your support. If you back our claim, we will share the resources with you. Well, we're going to do it. I mean, yeah, we're going to do it. We need better relations, I think. So Earth's fleet, we have McConnell's fleet, we got our constructors. So here's what we're doing. So this guy here, we're looking to maybe catch both of these resources. There we go. So now you are going to build a starbase here. It'll be a mining starbase. And we will put mining drones on the starbase and an archaeology lab. So what that's going to do is that's going to collect resources from these two guys. So the lab and the mine there. It will also extend our influence. So we got a precursor relic. Colony ship was built. Ooh, yikes. Festron Hunt. Ugh. Don't lay eggs in us. Don't do that. Bad creatures. Let's build a couple more warships because I am concerned. these guys do not look good. That's not a friendly crew there. I'm going to see if I can't steal that planet from those guys. Nope, I think they got it. God damn it. Well, they got Lear 4, but not Lear 1. That's the Star Eagle. We're going to move him to Earth. And we do have an event. A flagship finds a derelict mining drone. The drone appears to be from an advanced civilization. We can either reprogram it or, well, one or the other. We're going to go, doesn't really matter. We'll get the Durantium. And now this ship has we are not the top of there. So there you go. So we did get our radio going here. Got rail guns. So again, more weapons, more ship range and movement, or quantum computing. Let's take the movement. More movement, good. We do get a second policy slot. I'm not sure what opened it. Income's not super high. Our monthly income is like 4.79. Our gross is 37. We spend a lot of that. We could do the heart of the income. That would give our homeworld a bonus. Everything else is going to give us. Let's exploit the land. Oops. Keep brainstorming on. And this guy is what? Another explorer. Why did we get an explorer? What did we get? Now this guy is. I don't know. I don't know why we got that necessarily, but we did. That's fine. Let's go get more crown. Flagship's got an ancient cargo container, a relic from the precursor wars. We find a fully intact Arnorian drive system. So we could either get some money, harvest it, or send the drive back home. We're going to send the drive back home. So, and as we research text, we get more of these executive orders. We have a bunch of leaders to deal with. So we should probably swap out some of our ministers. So we will do that. We do have some ships available. And so you'll see they have, 4 attacks. So they're actually non-trivial ships. Like they're not great, but they're so so we're going to put what, if any, the difference is between any of these. The Curiosity has a lot more hit points. I am going to put her in charge of the Curiosity. I'm going to put, unfortunately, none of these guys are super good with regards to that. Now, having said that, this guy, well, although his loyalty sucks, we're going to hire that guy, and we are going to put him in charge of the victory because he has good stats. We could also do a diplomat, and both of these guys are decent enough for diplomats. The your singularity is never good. They always trend bad, I feel. You are good swimmers. I like that. Hold on here. Let's see something. Where are the damn Taurians? So those are the leafy guys. Who are they? This is the resistance. I just want to be able to see their names some days. And so you'll see right now that I'm sort of behind the curve, right? Because I didn't. There are too many planets I did not get to, I think. Um, what is this one? This is a coordination beacon, influence growth. I sort of don't care. Let's generate some modules, just because modules are useful for uh, I can really generate some wealth. My wealth is sort of in a bad way here, but let's look at Formosa. Prime is 8%. Um, Farming, we could do better. So let's do climate control. Maybe on Earth too, actually. And then our shipyard is idle. So what do we got? We get the TS victory here and the curiosity here also. Let's make like a little Uber fleet there. And they have 8 moves, and these guys have 8 moves. So, there's our little mini. Although, wait, what is that guy? Why the fleet only has 8 power? Well, our top researchers have fled. So we either piss off the Yor, we appease them, we piss them off a little bit, or we piss them off a lot and capture the guy. We're going to do that. Haha. So we got subspace streaming. Um, Good question. I am going to say I don't know. Good question what we do here. We could get xenobiology. Let's take xenobiology for now. We have a trade offer. So the planty people are offering harmony crystals. I have no idea what that is. Defensive studies, open borders. We give them $70 and more researchy bits. Ugh. You were clever for animals. I like that. Not a giant fan, but sure. I want to be buddies with them. So you're going here. And you go there. Come on, guys. And you join the fleet. I do want a colony ship queued up. So done. Event. Do we invest in the so the art of persuasion is a valuable skill. So we can either get +10 persuasion and spend 150. We don't have a lot of money, so that we really should. We need to start focusing on wealth. We've spent our initial money. We can either a massive migration of strange space creatures are migrating through our territory. A great deal of political pressure on us to eliminate these creatures. We've heard you have a fondness for these things. So we'll slaughter them and we get $100 and we're doing it because we need the money. Oops. Sorry, guys. So here's the discovery. Gonna go get a capsule. And we get a celestial art exhibition, 100%, 100 influence on all worlds. Your flagship discovers a lost cargo container. It has a planetary defense module. We're going to sell it, get the money. We need money pretty badly, actually, if I'm to be honest. So we're going to set him to auto survey. We are going to put him in McConnell. And then just keep advancing the turns here. Oh, they want us to fight the Festron hunt. They would pay us $200. I'm sorry, we can't do that right now. Sorry, guys. Ancient artifacts. So those are all the anomalies and stuff that we are researching. But we do have a good planet here. It's a shitty good planet, but it is at least another planet. And so you see all the different ways we can use our executive orders. We could just get research. Could print money. We could reveal an area of the map. We'll just pop the research for now. I don't want rail guns, but I do want extreme colonization. I think that's a good one to get. There's a colony ship right there. We'll build an asteroid miner. Looking for a couple more asteroid fields, which I think we have down here. Yeah, so. And our colony ship's going there, even though we're not quite ready there, because we are getting that technology soon. So we're going to build a mining starbase with some defenses and the ability to mine, of course. One of our esteemed generals has staged a coup. We will deliver the traitor. Yes, we will absolutely deliver the traitor. That's not cool. Now, the nice thing here, you can see all the different planets that are colonizable, but you have not touched them. Many of them are inside the other guy's influence. Excuse me. So we're going to send our guys on auto. Although we do have a couple upgrades to do here. Give you a command bridge. So, I mean, that's about sort of how the game goes a little bit, right? I mean, it is. I don't know how, if that's the size, the entire size of the galaxy. I'm not 1,000% sure. It may be. I don't know exactly. Let's see. What do we got here? We're setting these guys on auto survey. We get a lot of events now based on because we have all these different Discovery flagships here. So we can store a mineral scanner in our vault or sell it. I'm going to store it in the vault this time. We have the vault. One-time use scanner finds minerals on a target world of ours. So that's interesting. What we're going to do is we're going to use it on Earth. There you go. So Earth is now producing 15.7 manufacturing, so that's good. Leaders, we have ministers. And you open these up with different texts, of course. And also governors, we could governor up. Let's make this a governor, and we're going to, so the your singularity is really, really, really gonna sort of go nuts here. Let's hope that we can get the Terran resistance on our side to balance out the your singularity. We got a bunch of ships sort of auto flying around doing stuff for us. Who is this? This is the constructor. I do want this constructor to pop that ascension crystal. So we're going to build a starbase. Make it a communication starbase. We can't build. Oh, we don't have any modules. Okay. Okay, well that's annoying. We need to build some modules on some of these planets, darn it. He is building modules just freaking slowly, so good to know. And he is building cache. Hey, what's up, East? There are, but the battles are, I mean, they're not, what do you want to say? They're not tactical. They're just, you see the guys shoot each other and someone dies. Done. That's the entirety of the battles. It is sort of cool when you actually do go to war in the sense that because the map in it of itself is a hex, you might have a small fleet here and a small fleet here and here, and there's a little bit of the jousting on the hex map to get to get yourself in a position, to shoot the guys. It's a lot like the later civs. But having said that, it's not a tactical battle game at all. So unlike, say, a Master of Magic or an Age of Wonders or a Mu 2 or a Mu, you do not control your ships on the battlefield. You control them on the strategic map, and that's about it. How are you doing, East? So, so we do need to. So let's kill this Q here, and I do get the option to swap all this out, and I can put a different tile. Put a tile on here, and the question is, what do we do? Put it there. Planetary conversion. So we're gonna build that. And can we do that on Formosa? Yes, we can. Went back and able to play Gal Civ 3 again, patch dropped. Yeah, I liked Gal Civ 3. I like this game. There's a little bit more, right, and so on. So I'm happy with them. But yeah, Gal Civ 3 is all right. We do need modules, but the manufacturing on this planet sort of sucks right now. So I'm gonna let this go for a little bit. And I can't really up the manufacturing quickly. So so yeah, I'm sort of stuck. I tell you what I could use. We will build a shipyard though. There you go. So let's build a shipyard first. And this is our colony ship here. We are going to 4X. Let's see. You've never played a 4X before. That's interesting. What 4X would be? I mean, obviously Civ, any of the Civs, right? Civ 6 or Civ 5, are sort of the gold standard for 4X games. If you like more fantastical sort of vibe, then Age of Wonders and Master of Magic are two good ones. You can get Master of Orion too and play that also. That's not a bad game still after all these years. All these games I feel are chasing Mu 2 in one fashion or another. Um yeah, I like Gal Civ 4. The main issue with Gal Civ 4 is simply what you're seeing here. There's a giant map. I got a dozen ships moving all over the place, and I turned a lot of them to auto, right? And so there's just a lot of managing per turn. I don't mind that, but a lot of people sort of, don't like it. And so I think that's the key there. So I am actually going to sit this ship here because I'm waiting for extreme colonization in 3 turns, and then I'm going to colonize this planet. So you are just going to snooze and stand by. So we got extreme colonization. Oh, there you go. So it popped already. So we have all these different beasts. So look at all these techs and so on. See, I love that, but again, I've played 1,000 of these games too. So um, I say we go with space doctrine. I am anticipating a war with the Yar sooner than later, and so I could attack him. Let's not declare war on the Yar just yet. But they are all over the place. You'll see them here. Like you see them, they've spread quite a bit. So they're not shy about colonizing. And I don't know what kind of fleet they have. So I do not know how tough they are to deal with. We do have an idle shipyard. I'm gonna build. Let's build 2 asteroid miners. And let's send them here. We have a trade offer from the Taurian regime. They want extreme colonization, but they will give us all of this crap. Yeah, Moonring was cool. I played it for like half an hour, just sort of putz with it. I do love the Ultimate 2 vibe. Like I love that. I love that vibe. Um, I think I'm going to take this. I think I'm going to take this deal. We get a lot of random things. They get extreme colonization, so keep that in mind. But we do get a lot of different widgets there. So we're going to go to Uric 3. Um, we're going to grab this leader here, and we are going to make her a governor, I think, of Uric 3. And Uric 3 is okay as it stands. I am going to put something here. Oh, 55. That is a lot of time to do that. We're not going to do that. I'm going to put it here and give my research a boost as soon as possible. Planetary generator is manufacturing. Oh, Uric is unhappy. Like they're just unhappy people right now. I mean, they do have a shit. let's keep that in mind. We'll get a recruiting station up, and we can't do anything else yet for them. So here's a constructor. So I think what I'm going to do, we could mine out from under them. So let's try to go here and grab that mine. We really need to get some Xeno factories up. Like we don't have any factories up. What we're going to do though is we're going to build modules so we can build our star bases up. So we get an artifact or we study its technology. We're going to take the artifact. And so we now have an artifact. Spawn a minor space monster. We're not going to do that yet. That's later. Do we have any planets that we want to colonize? So we are going to build. So okay, so we do have modules now. So we can pop this lab to study the crystal. And we'll put a defense on there also, and done. What other ship is? So what is this? This is colony ship. Oh, we were going to try to steal this planet and we didn't. So that sucks. We could do Lear 2. Oh, it's class 5. You know what we're going to do? Yeah, sure. Yep, we'll colonize Lear 2. Done. And our influence hopefully will beat out theirs. Got another asteroid miner, so let's go send him all the way down there. An event, we can secure the weapon or dismantle it for resources. We're going to secure the weapon. We could use some happiness on Uric. That is a little depressing. We'll figure that out in a minute. Would you like to build a mining base in the asteroid cluster? Yes, we would. We have another idle ship. We're going to build a star base here. We'll make it a miner. And we'll put mining drones there. Done. Get space doctrine. I could really use... I could really use something to make like factories. We could do orbital factories and terraforming. Let's do terraforming for now. We get an event. -1 relationship with our guys. I like I think I like the plant dudes. Let's make a joint task force to study the artifact. We have another policy slot. What's our gross income now? 104. That's not bad, actually. That's not bad. We could up our hit points. Coerce colonization. I like that. Fast exploration. Genius grants. Part of the empire. Gross income 10. Influence 10. That's just for our home planet, though. Let's do the research grants. And we'll up our research as best we can. We have an idle shipyard. Now we've unlocked the slightly larger ships, I think, right? Yeah. Build a couple gunboats. We also have some progression here. So we have 23 points to spend. I don't like this because it's hard to tell what we've actually unlocked. There's a little white outline, but it's hard to see. Self-reliance, citizens get +3 of their attributes. Autonomy is governors get +10 loyalty, and you get another policy slot. Ugh. I mean, they're all fine. Yeah, and we can't unlock anything else, just these guys. Orbital upgrade slot to every planet. Governors get 10 loyalty and +1 policy slot. I mean, that's not terrible either. It's all fine. It's all good. We'll do private property rights. There you go. So if we now look at Earth, we look at Earth. Oops, darn it. We do not have enough Duran, so we need some more mineral, effectively, some special minerals. I have to admit, the game looks pretty. It's a decent game. It is cool looking. So what do I think is good? I like it's futzy. I like futzy games. That's largely the only futzy game I don't like is Hearts of Iron. My son wants me to play Hearts of Iron so bad because he wants to do multiplayer, and I just can't bring myself to play Hearts of Iron. I said, look, you will almost never hear me say this game's too complicated for me. Hearts of Iron's a mess. And I play every other Paradox game. Hearts of Iron's just too much somehow. We could store the missile in our vault or sell it for credits. We're going to sell the missile for credits. And so the question is, so these guys are all exploring. Oh, I don't like the fact that he has a colony ship coming this way. What is he colonizing? He's colonizing Uric 4. That jerk. That damn jerk is colonizing Uric 4. Oh. Ah. Betrayer. Play Hearts of Love. For the love of your son, take one for the team. Look, I will play almost anything with any of my kids. There are 2 games I will not play with my son. Hearts of Iron 4 and Guild Wars 2. I have told him, I'm done with Guild Wars 2. I'm just done. I've played it. It's fine. It's a fine game, but I'm done with it. And I got nothing left for Guild Wars 2. He loves Guild Wars 2. I just can't bring myself to do it. Do we have another asteroid miner to mine asteroids? We do. Go mine those asteroids, guy. Yes, absolutely. Give me more crap. Now we have an idle shipyard. Well, I'm going to build a colony ship. We do not need a siege just as of yet. I'm going to build a couple constructors. Pirates, smugglers, and worse plague this sector. So they want us to allocate. I mean, I will. Yes, we like having good relations with guys that we can. We should hit up diplomacy, by the way. In the meantime. So let's do that. So the Taurians sort of dig us. We'll speak to them. Let's proclaim our friendship. Give a trade proposal. Can we get anything from them? Ooh, that's not a lot of stuff we can use to get that. How about diplomatic capital? I don't like this interface, by the way. What if we give them all the diplomatic capital? That will get us part of the way there. Sure. $900. Holy crap. That's a lot of cash. Let's reject that bad boy and just be done. Good enough. Let's talk to... So somehow these guys are getting pissed at us. You have artifacts. You have communication star bases. Right. Do you have anything that works out here? Let's talk to you. Leadership recruiting. Do we care? I don't really care, do I? So they will trade maps with us. We'll accept that. So we should see into their fog of war now, which we do. Oof, yeah. So it looks like we have the northern corner of the map here. I would love to have my son play any game I'm interested in. He plays shooters and racing games. Well, I don't know, Blast Pop. It looks like you need to get into shooters and racing games, sir. Little Call of Duty for you. So we got an engine module or sell it for credits. I'll store that engine module for a prototype later on. And then we have our upgraded lasers mission or +2 beam attack. Let's start that mission. Bring the extension. So these are all, the reason we're getting all these event spams is because we have like 3 or 4 or 5 fleets of these flagships going and touching all of the anomalies. So we can either rip this thing apart, free extension matrix ships, we will take that. So we should look at our ships. The Discovery is our flagship. So let's what do we got here? So it has a 7 attack, 4 missile beam. Let's upgrade this thing. Let's give it an antimatter warhead. And we do not have another upgrade. That's too bad. The Explorer, we're going to give this guy a command bridge so it moves faster. So I've been sort of ignoring the upgrades on these ships, so that's my fault. So this guy has sort of, so we're going to go to the ship graveyard. We should so kill those guys. Okay, anyways, we're not going to do that. I am not going to declare war on the corporate sector because you guys want this. The Your Singularity have a long-standing tradition of games that test the capabilities of one's physique and prowess. For warm-up, your weak species will be well advised to provide some specimens. So we will get -6 approval. We're going to refuse them. The Your Singularity is definitely, we're pushing them toward combat, I assume. So what do we got here? We have a fierce battle waged. We can either save thousands of Mymot colonists or the Zaloxi captain. We can save the captain and we gain the leader. We're going to save the captain because we're a jerk. There he is. Let's grab another one of these ships and we'll put him on there. Bam. He's on the Perseverance. We are prepping. Yeah, they did take Uric 4. Darn it. We are prepping for battle with the damn your collective there. So I think you are going to join that fleet. And this colony ship, do we have any uncolonized planets to go get to? That doesn't seem so, does it? That sucks. That's too bad. That sucks. We have run ourselves out of planets, at least in what we have seen. And now I have a colony ship sort of rando sitting there. So tell you what, you go down here. So what we'll do is we'll pop research with our control, get the terraforming, and we'll increase the move of our ships. That's good. Again, it is possible we will need this. Now they're pushing out. You see they're pushing us. They're pushing out their influence. We could probably use some communication star bases because that's what generates influence for us. And we could probably use, what is this? Planetary recycling. Yeah, what we have not done a good job of is, so let's take this out of the build queue. Let's build. So what's a terraforming module? One tile of decent, and convert an unproductive tile to a useful one, or terraform one tile of decent quality. Well, let's make a decent quality tile. Like that. Why would we make a crappy tile? We got a crappy tile. 100%. Let's do that. Ooh, that's going to take forever. Okay, hold on. We'll leave it for now. So what do we got there? We got a gunboat that you protect Formosa. Oh, right, we're producing 2 gunboats. Done. The worst part is I often play the game at zoomed out because it's the easiest way to see what the hell's going on is just the icons. I don't find the actual map to be super. We got one ship we can increase the speed of just outright. We could release a space monster onto our enemies. So our ship has stumbled upon a lost cargo container. After some time, deciphering the ancient glyphs in the exterior, we've identified the contents, a food replicator. I do not need more range. I need all the other widgets. So let's take the Prometheon. So the main thing that's sort of like quote unquote, you've annexed Lear 1 from Baratak Grove. So keep in mind, where is Lear 1? So yeah, so my influence beat out so it's much like in Civ, you can sort of take over cities with just by your culture. Same thing here. And that's what happened. They're not going to be thrilled with me for that, but can I say too damn bad? So we're just producing tiles, and we're producing modules here. So once we do these modules, we're going to cut that one and look and see what else we have. So these are all specials. Manufacturing is pretty good here. Why don't we put the recycling center here to boost these guys? And we got some research to do. Anomaly detection gives us new anomalies in the world. That gives our ship something to do. Exotic colonization. I want some kind of manufacturing. I don't see any goddamn. I have totally gone down the wrong track here with my. I mean, I could build power plants. That should probably do manufacturing, but that's 22 damn turns. That's a lot of turns, man. What do we got here? The Your Singularity have approached Governor Amar of Formosa with a request. They want to set up an observation post for advanced technology. Accept the offer. We could use some tech. We'll get some -2 approval, and probably something happens down the line. Sure. Let's do it. What tech do we get, boys? Anomaly detection. So we just got anomaly detection immediately. That's fine. We'll research railguns to build up our ships. Their population's rebelling. So this anomaly is being defended. Should we engage them in battle? Yes. Oof, we lost a bunch of ships. that sucks, by the way. That was quite the crappy fight there. But they can upgrade, so that's nice. I would give them, let's give them an Illyrium cell. Make their beam attack go up. We get some more tech researched here. Let's do... Let's do trade networks. Get some more cash. We get a free prison world upgrade. This ship is idle. She's hurting a little bit. Go survey. That's your job. Go survey. I'm not going to declare war on the corporate sector, guys. I'm just not doing it. So what do we got? We have 3 core worlds, 6 colonies. Population is 25. We are shitty everywhere. We are 3rd in money, 3rd in military might, 8th in research, 8th in manufacturing. We are pretty darn terrible is what we are. What is this freighter doing? Oh, it's for trade. Oh, right, sure. It's for trade. I think it sets up a trade route. We have another constructor. And I think that constructor is going to go down here. We're going to start putting up... we have some upgrades to give. Hey, it's enough of that. That's enough of that, sir. You just get a command bridge because you have no... Yeah, I really need to pay attention to these upgrades. And we can upgrade our space stations also. Okay. We'll make perimeter scanners primarily. And the reason is I want to increase my influence growth, but also be able to see the enemy when they show up. So I'm going to get Xeno Entertainment, Recruiting, and Interstellar Cabinet for a ton of cash and refinery. Ugh. So much frickin' cash. So much money. So much. You're giving me so much money here, aren't you? If we persuade, that goes down. Yes, but they did not. They didn't like that. Let's up it to 749. We'll accept it. Done. We'll take that. So we can either get an energy weapon. We'll take an energy weapon, and we get another policy. Tax exemptions. I mean, we can up all of our ships' defenses a little bit. That's pretty cool. Free trade? That's interesting. Maybe we go with, maybe we do, maybe we go with trade route income, but up the crime a little bit. But then we'd have to build a bunch of freighters and sort of push that, right? So let's do that. And where's our star bases? There we go. And we're going to push, we're going to do 3 freighters. Store the propaganda module or tear it up for money. We'll store it. Channel the artifact's energy or secure the artifact in a vault for later use. Let's just pop the manufacturing on our worlds for 20 turns. You've annexed Uric 4 from the corporate sector. I do not want to declare war on them just yet, though I understand what you're doing. So which planet was that? Yeah, so again, because they colonized in our space, they're not generating as much influence as we are. So our influence has won everywhere, which is pretty good, actually. It's good for us. Um, Having said that, not I mean all these planets are shit. They're only good for feeding our other planets. And the question really is like these 2 planets, what are they actually giving us? Decay's 90% and 96%. I should almost make this a core planet, even though it's only 5. And then this guy would feed into here. The decay would go way down because currently I'm getting nothing out of these, probably, really. Even that one's 48. I don't even know where that's going to. My guess is Earth. Yeah, so that route is to Earth. So let's look at our leaders. So we've opened these with some of our technologies. I'm going to take her off of there. I'm going to, we cannot make her a governor. Interesting. Oh, it has to be 10 or higher. Okay, well, that's interesting. Good to know. I didn't know that, actually. So now she is. So now we get some bigger ships. What is the Minister of Health? Increases growth. Minister of Finance gives us some, reduces maintenance, and Minister of Defense. What is our maintenance? It's not great. It's not high. It's well, it actually is pretty high, right? Because our monthly income's 320. We're making 120, and somehow I don't quite understand that one. Gross income's 110, it says. Um, we do not have a ton of. I do not quite understand these factions. Blah blah blah. Media alliance. So I don't know what these factions do. And they give you some bonus. Can you assign people to these? I assume you can. Yeah. So that reduces food but increases growth. Increases crime at the expense of, but you get military. So these are all trade-offs, and you can then assign that. Okay. Yeah, good question. What to do? Do we keep them? I am going to say that we are going to make her Minister of Finance. Theoretically, she's going to reduce our. So let's see. What does that do? Hold on. 30.29. It's worth $3 a turn, effectively. $3.50 a turn. I mean, okay. It's probably not super worth it, but. So we built a bunch. We're going to build a couple more freighters. We do have another gunboat that goes into Formosa. Oh, we could pop Pierce. We could. Where the hell is our colony ship? I mean, somewhere there's a colony ship, right? Didn't we build a colony ship and then sort of get it stuck somewhere? So there's a colony ship. I'm going to go, and we're going to go pop this crappy colony, and we're going to put a constructor right here. And we're going to build, that's not my turn, we're going to build a communication station there and try to get some space there. That might piss them off, but too damn bad. Communication, we'll put the scanners, and we'll put a defense system there, also done. What do we got here? Cosmic Needle. Sure, we'll send it to our shipyards, and we will store get the propaganda module. So we got a lot of one-time artifacts here. We got a trade from the Altarian Republic. They want to give us orbital manufacturing and life support for directed energy weapons. Sure. We get a tactical thruster. Let's sell it for credits. We'll sell the thruster for credits. A lot of these damn devices. I will store that device. I will take a your leader later on. So now we're getting to the point where all the techs are expensive, even the ones we get a research bonus on. So there you go. Sure, we'll increase the power of our beam weapons for the time being. We got our first trade route set up. We can up our tourism with a decree. So I mean, I like this game, but it takes me a few. So I don't know if you guys play like this, but I often do a game for a while and then restart it and go, okay, my start sucked. Let me start again. And I do that 3 or 4 or 5 times until I'm happy with how I'm starting the game. And then I'll continue on into the mid game, and then I'll continue on to the late game, right? Same sort of thing. So like this game, I would be vaguely tempted to start over, just to sort of get that vibe done. I sort of know how it goes now. I hadn't played in a while, so now I get it. What is this guy? Another constructor. Well, I think we're gonna put pressure on these guys. +5 manufacturing for 15 turns will do it. And we're going to try to, yeah, get Pierce 1, which I think we will. I don't think anybody else is going for Pierce 1, so we're going to go for it. And it's going to suck, but it will theoretically tie into Formosa. We've heard rumors the Festron Hunt have built the Eyes of the Universe Galactic Achievement. Well, that sucks, but okay. Weapons needed. High crime on Earth. We will. What is the crime on Earth? 55%. Jesus Lord. Okay, guys. We need some orbital prisons on Earth, I think. That's definitely where we are at Earth-wise. We are putting an orbital prison up. So these guys are giving us modules, and they want a bunch of crap. No, we're rejecting that. That's not a good deal. I have a trade proposal for you. Oh, they do not have any. They do not have anything for us. Wow. So what exactly are you going to give us? How about if I give you rail? I'll give you anomaly detection for diplomatic capital, all of it. Again, I don't like this interface. Wow. Okay, that's no, hell no. Okay. Um, oops. Yeah, that does need to be a better interface, I think. Like, there's no reason why you can't have shift clicks and control clicks and so on to make that more. So yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Let's reject all that and be done. We discover a precursor artifact. Obviously, we're going to. We dead worlds. I'm sure we have dead worlds to use this on. That's a gas giant. I mean, that's. So what is this going to do? It turns a dead world to a classified planet. I mean, that's sort of cool. That is sort of cool. So can I uninfluence them? Probably. Yeah, let's just sit there for a bit, see what's going on. So I got to get this. Let me see what this planet does when I get this planet with this star base and see if they influence how that sort of combines. If we're going to start putting pressure, or if they're going to um, pressure me out of that planet. We're enjoying some festivities. We have another freighter. We're going to send it to these plant guys. And we got a boost to our economy. And, well, I hate to say it, we're going to keep these artifacts here in the vault. And we do colonize Pierce 1. Let's see if we can't protect Pierce 1 with some influence there. We'll put a recruiting station there. Nope, we can't do it. We don't have enough of something. Maybe it's just not our turn, eh? Put a recruiting station up. Our media is reporting the resistance are oppressing a minor religious group. Okay. So we can either release a statement in support of tolerance, contact the resistance and ask them how we can support them and stay out of it. We are going to ask them how we can support them. I tend to restart too, as I feel I managed to mess up. Hopefully to hopefully have a more rewarding game. Yeah, I just so see the influence of this starbase has sort of protected this guy from the influence of their planet and so on. So that's good. Although he's building a constructor here too, so I'm a little bit concerned. And just a lot of ships roaming around. I don't like it. We got another freighter. So I'm going to send another freighter to refuge. Now we get a trade offer. Railguns for colonial bureaucracy and modules. Sure. Done. I like that. So we get another widget here, another policy. I do like specifications. I'm going to take security lights because the crime on Earth is rampant. So let's lower the damn crime a little bit. We have pushed it down to 0 with all of our crazy. I don't see how that happened, but these people are very unhappy, and I don't know what to do about that. We do need to check build queues on our worlds here, too. The Festron Hunt are approaching a significant period of our life cycle, a sacred mating ritual. For the ritual's success, we require sentience to feast upon. What? Sure. No. No. Oh, we did. My God. That's literally, we pressed the wrong button on the translator. Well, you got to send them now. So we can compensate them for the damages, or we're going to not compensate them and get the 10 control. I'm sorry, guys. So we do have self-reliance or autonomy. Let's go autonomy for now. And what do we got going here? Earth has a recycling center. And that is a slow build. Be slow build. And it would cost 1,900 credits to otherwise do. So let's see what we got here. Let's go to our ships real quick. Got a couple freighters heading out. What is that? It's grabbing that Illyria. Huh? That sucks. So I'm going to go inside of Pierce 1 there, and we're going to build another starbase. It's going to be a communicator, and we're going to put some more widgets there. So we're actually going to try to push as hard as we can on there. We are going to grab the $500. We got another thing here, another grant or policy, I should say. And we'll prototype defenses and make all our ships a little better. This is the Explorer. We give them just more speed. Go. All right, good night, Blast Pop. I will talk to you, and maybe we'll try to do one of these. Uh, uh, you know, I'm looking for something to do in place of Starfield. If that makes any sense. Um, so that is sort of where I'm at. We got a lot of missile attack and maybe some beam attack, huh? Well, let's put more beam on you. Having said that, it is about 11, so I might actually call this one here soon. Because this is about where I might consider just starting it over. What weapons do you have? You are beam attack all day, so we're going to put beam attack on you. We get a minus approval, or we will try to get religious tolerance there. So good night, Blast Pop. Thank you. And now we have a trade, anomaly detection, and 600 credits for diplomacy and modules. I don't like that. That's not great. All right. Modules, or plus 10 influence growth. We'll take the $100 in the modules. All right. I think we're going to stop here. We'll save it, although we'll probably not continue this game specifically. I do thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. East and Blast Pop, thank you very much. Anyone else watching, thank you. This is Galactic Civilization. I like it. I do get a little overwhelmed with just the map and all the shit that's moving around every turn. But a lot of it can be automated, so it's not a huge, that's not a huge deal. Not a huge amount of micro on your planets because you only have so many core worlds, so I like that. And again, the game can get rather when war breaks out, you have this gigantic hex map to cover, and so it does become a little bit dicey there. So, but having said that, I think overall it's a pretty good 4X game. It is one of the few 4X games that has a hex map, a Civ style hex map in space. So I'll give it that much. A lot of different things you can do to stay peaceful versus go to war, right? I love the leaders and the leader mechanics. There's more things to do with leaders in this game than any other game that I have seen. And I think this game does leaders the best that I have seen in most space games, and even hell, most fantasy games. Although fantasy games tend to have the ability to, use them as commanders on the battlefield and do stuff like Master of Magic and Age of Wonders. They are pieces on your battlefield, so that is intriguing also. But here, I do like all the things I can do with all these leaders. That is one of the huge strong points of the game. Another strong point of the game is the planetary tile mechanic, which I do enjoy. So many of these buildings you can start to produce. That's great. What else? The diplomacy is fine. The artifacts are fun. I think there's a lot going for this one. You should definitely check it out. Thank you very much. This is my second favorite Stardock game. The first one, Fallen Enchantress, super cheap, by the way, I think, nowadays because it's super old. Check it out also. I will talk to you all later. You have a good night. And we're coming on Friday, so the weekend's coming up. Also, I do want to say, one last thing. Subscriptions are steadily climbing. We're up to like 211, so thank you for that, everybody who subscribed. And obviously, let's